Every drumbeat in the kingdom of Nunzu danced to the name of Princess Zalika. Her face was as bright as the morning sun, and her walk was smoother than river water. Young men traveled from far kingdoms just to catch a glimpse of her. Old women whispered blessings when they saw her from a distance. But Zalika was not kind. She was proud, too proud. She never greeted her people. She rolled her eyes at poor children. She laughed when old women bowed, calling their wrinkles shadows of poverty. I am the treasure of this land, she would say, polishing her gold bracelets. Without me, this kingdom will be dust. No one dared correct her, not even the king, her father. The queen had died when Zalika was young, and since then, the palace had been filled with only mirrors, servants, and silence. Then came the day of the moon festival, the biggest celebration in Nunzu. People wore their brightest colors. Dancers flipped in the streets, and storytellers entertained the crowds with tales of magic and wisdom. An old woman, dressed in faded green, appeared near the palace gates. Her back was bent like a broken tree branch. Her eyes were small but sparkled like stars. I bring a gift for the princess, she told the palace guard. The guards laughed. You, with no shoes and a walking stick. Zalika was walking by and overheard them. What gift does this wrinkled mango have for me? She said loud enough for all to hear. An old rag to match her dress? The old woman raised her head slowly. Only the proud insult what they do not understand, she said. I bring you something you need, but don't yet know. Zalika snapped her fingers. Enough of your riddles. Go wash your mouth before speaking to royalty. The woman's eyes turned serious. The wind around her stilled. You shall now carry the smell of your own words. May your pride rot as your scent spreads, she said. Suddenly, her body dissolved into a mist that vanished into the wind. The drama stopped. The sky darkened. Then everything went quiet. That night, Zalika's body began to sweat badly. The smell was sour, bitter, and thick. Her silk bedsheets reeked. Her perfume made it worse. She tried rose water, milk baths, flower scrubs. Nothing worked. The maids ran away. Her friends disappeared, and the palace halls became empty. The king brought doctors, priests, and even foreign magicians. No one could fix the curse. Zalika wept. Why me? What have I done to deserve this? But her heart still held pride. She stayed locked in her room, refusing to speak to anyone except her own reflection, even though even the mirror seemed to turn away. Then one day, a young goat herder named Jabari came with a strange message carved into a wooden board. The words read, "Beauty without kindness is a flame that burns its own house. To smell sweet again, walk where your feet have never dared. Wash your soul, bathe in humility. Only then will the stink be gone." The king begged Zalika to listen. She refused at first, but one night, when the stench became so strong that even the palace cats avoided her, she broke. Wrapped in a cloak, She left the palace with Jabari, disguised as a common girl. They walked from village to village. At first, Zalika walked with her nose in the air and refused to touch anything dirty. But Jabari said nothing. He let her learn. In one village, they met a young girl who had no shoes and offered Zalika her only food. Zalika cried for the first time in years. In another village, they met a sick mother. Zalika stayed up all night helping her. The next morning, her hands smelled of sweat and herbs, but not rot. As the days passed, the stench from her body faded little by little, but it always returned whenever she complained, acted selfish, or judged someone. Then one evening, they met an old blind man trying to cross a river. Without thinking, Zalika jumped in and helped him. Her cloak was soaked, her feet muddy, but the man smiled and said, "I smell truth, I smell change." That night, Zalika washed her face in the river. When she looked into the water, she saw a girl she did not recognize. Gentle eyes, calm smile, and for the first time in months, she smelled clean. The curse had lifted. She rushed back to the palace, expecting cheers, but the people did not recognize her. Not because of her face, but because her heart had changed. She no longer walked like a queen of gold, but like a sister of the people. Years passed. Zalika became queen, not just in title, but in spirit. She rebuilt schools, opened the palace to the poor, and visited every village once a year. She never wore perfume again. "Why not, Mama?" her daughter asked one day. Zalika kissed her forehead. "Because I learned that true beauty is what the heart gives, not what the body wears. And the sweetest scent comes from doing good." Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Until next time, peace.